Here we go. Here we go. All right. Everybody good?
Ready.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast. Here we are again. 3GW crew back in the building. The real Big E, Rob the Ambassador, and of course, the inside man, the good brother himself, Blake. What's happening, man? Been a little while.
It's been a while, and I'm happy to be back. Money in the Bank fell on my day off, so here I am.
Right on. I made today my day off. Damn it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And of course, Rob, how's it going, man? How you enjoying your holiday weekend?
Man, so far so good. Here's some pops and bangs right now, but you expect that. I'm anxious to talk about this show, man. I want to know what y'all thought.
Anxious is, yeah, that's definitely a word I was using when I was watching this one. Okay. I'm not gonna waste any time. Let me just make sure I got this pulled up. And all right. So obviously the kickoff didn't have anything on it, and we kind of knew that was going to be the case. Other than the Street Profits being on there, that's all I saw. Yeah, I didn't pay the kickoff any mind. Main card starts. They are in Las Vegas, MGM Grand Arena. I stayed at the MGM Grand. It was a very, very nice resort. Do recommend it. A lot of history in that place. It's really nice too. It's really nice. So we kicked off with the women's Money in the Bank match, and we got Raquel Rodriguez, Lacey Evans, Becky Lynch, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Shotzi. Can I just give her Blackheart back? Like,
yeah, right.
Shotzi.
Please, this one name stuff's got to go.
Yeah.
Give her Tank back while they're at it.
That's a cold name, Blackheart. Come on. All right, so and this is nitpicky or whatever, but Raquel coming out, and I tweeted this, all the smiling. It's like she was a badass. She looks like a badass. She should not be smiling like this. Makes her look goofy. And it looks forced. It looks like they're telling them, make sure you smile when you go out there. Yeah. Do you pose, do your back pose, and smile. Okay. Anyway, getting to the match itself. I don't know if these ladies were nervous. I don't know. I know a lot of them, especially Shotzi and what's her name? Damn it. I'm going to have to go to the notes. Lacey. We're new to this match. And Liv was too. But I thought Liv Morgan held her own in this match. But Lacey and Raquel and Shotzi. Hot diggity damn, did y'all look like shit in this match? Oh my God. Shotzi, she need to go get checked for a concussion, because that spot she missed when she was supposed to go for, she was supposed to miss, granted, but you were supposed to land on your back, not your head on the left. Oh my God. Raquel, it just seemed like she was, I don't know, it was a mixed bag with her, because it was like she was too aggressive at some points, then she was underselling at other times, and she seemed nervous, just not quite like the spot where she went picked up the ladder with I forgot who was on. I think Liv and Becky were on the ladder, and she went to go pick it up, and she couldn't quite get it, and it was teetering, too much weight on one side. Like it was like
she should have grabbed it in the middle.
In the
It looked
middle.
like she was grabbing it on one side, and of course,
Yeah.
that's going to make it harder to lift.
I did, however, like Alexa Bliss when she was going one-on-one with Raquel, that was great. She was hitting her hard as hell. They were going like that exchange that worked for me. Asuka in this match worked for me. I thought she was great. I did like the little interaction in the corner when they was doing all the spots in the corner. That was fun. That's like Money in the Bank type stuff you do. Then we get it's a women's match. It's a multi-women's match. What do we have to do, fellas? What do they always pull out of their ass? Every single women's multi-women match, they do this shit, no matter what the circumstance. We gotta go for a Tower of Doom spot, and this was the most god-awful goddamn Tower of Doom spot. Okay, you hit it halfway. You get she hit the powerbomb on Lacey, and Lacey fell so slow. I've never seen anybody fall that goddamn slow. And okay, so that all right. And then on the outside, you had Raquel and Asuka going at it, which was working for me. And they were teasing all these spots. Raquel set up the ladder, like she was gonna powerbomb Asuka through. And I was like, damn, Asuka gonna take that hard ass bump. Okay. And then they set it up to where they were on top of the table and it made it look like Asuka was gonna counter Raquel, and that didn't happen either. I'm like, what are we doing? And it just ended up being an Asuka lock or a armbar on the floor. You can't go from telling me you're gonna do that to that.
The crowd booed. They were waiting for that spot.
Something you tease it 3 times in that 2-minute section. You tease it 3 times and then give them nothing. Okay, and here comes Becky to save the day, right? She gonna climb the ladder and maybe she gonna do a splash off the ladder, right? And put Asuka through that ladder. That's what's gonna happen, right? Yep. No. Ass first. And boot scoop boogie her ass right off of Asuka. Didn't even crack that damn ladder.
Oh.
And then they broke her tailbone in the process. Man.
Becky ain't got enough ass to pull that off.
No.
Her ass is too small for that.
No.
Okay. The one thing that happened in the match that saved it was the end when Liv Morgan went up and got the briefcase and won the match. But that being the only bright spot, and I'm sorry, Liv, I hate to do this but the match as a whole was some bullshit. There you go.
Okay.
Rob, go ahead.
Well, man, I was a little nicer than you, but it's funny because I agree with everything you said, man. This was a sloppy match. I don't know if these ladies were trying too hard or the spots just wasn't working. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was sloppy. Still, I went middle of the road because I could tell they were trying. And look, Asuka showed up. Asuka was striking. She was doing her thing. And she was prepared to take that spot from Becky. That wasn't on Asuka. That was on Becky. Becky didn't land that ladder spot right.
At all.
I don't know if she was supposed to go through that ladder. If Raquel was supposed to put her through that ladder, but Asuka did her part. But Raquel and Becky both messed up that whole segment right there. Of course, I'm going to represent my girl Asuka, but she did her work in this match. Liv did her work in this match. Alexa, but Lacey, Shotzi, look, first timers, okay. I'll cut them a little slack, but shit, you're in this spot. You got to step up, and they didn't. I'm not going to blame just them because, like I said, Becky did not do her job in the spot with Asuka. But I'm going to go middle of the road because I could see that the effort was there. Just for whatever reason, just some of the spots wasn't working out for these ladies tonight.
Okay. I'm gonna go low TV quality, but with that being said, this match was so sloppy. Raquel was awful in this match, and I've watched her from NXT from when she debuted in NXT till now, and this was I've never seen her really do a match like this. This is bad for her. Lacey Evans, Eric, I know you like her. She's military. I know, I get it, but we
I
gotta
said she was bad in this shit. She was awful.
come to the grips that she's just not good. Her character work, yes. I don't think they have a character for her right now. On the you guys' last show, you're saying we don't know if she's a heel or a face. She doesn't have a character right now. They don't know which way they want to turn her. Her in ring work is just not good. It's just not. And this Money in the Bank is not a match where you can put someone there who has questionable in-ring work, in my opinion. And she shouldn't have been in there, and she stunk off the joint. Shotzi has experience with ladder matches from, I know some of her indie background. She took some spots, but it just wasn't. She took some hard bumps, but it just wasn't working for her. Asuka worked tonight. I think Becky was trying to call if there's one thing about Becky, you can always hear her calling a match when she's calling a match, which she does often. You can always hear. So I think she was trying to call a lot of things. This match just wasn't good, but however, you guys know I'm a big Liv fan. I've been cheering for Liv for a long time. I've been hoping she gets something, and I was so happy that she won. It took it to TV quality because I would have went some bullshit, and I don't want to do that to women. Asuka came to work tonight. Liv came to work tonight. Everyone else either barely made it or stunk up the joint. I was pretty disappointed. This was sloppy. This should have been a lot better, but the end saved a lot of it for me.
I just want to be clear. I'm giving the match as a whole some bullshit. I'm very happy.
No.
I'm not mad at you at all.
People out there watching, listening, then what you want them to say. I'm glad that Liv won. I got into it booking Rob back in the day, back in January about Liv.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but I came around on Liv. I predicted her to win tonight.
You did. I'm just saying the way this shit played out.
Oof.
Oh man, it was sloppy. There was a lot of slop in this.
Yeah,
match.
like the DDT that Shotzi went for in the corners. It was like what are y'all doing? It was awful.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
And then the crowd had the nerve, the gall, the audacity to chant, "This is awesome." Fuck you. Okay?
The crowd's got to stop with that. That chant, they throw that out
shit.
too nonchalant.
Right.
A match has to deserve that chant. You can't just throw that out just willy-nilly like the crowds like they've been doing lately.
No. You're going to tell me this match had the same quality as the match later on?
Exactly.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, hell no.
No. All right. We could go all night on that match, but we got to move on here. Get into the United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley going up against Theory, even though it makes no sense why they took his name away because his logo still says AT. His music is A-Town Down. His Titantron says A-Town Down. And Corey Graves during the match said A-Town Down. Now, if I'm a casual watcher and I see his name is Theory, what the hell does A-Town Down mean? Is he from Atlanta? No. And his boots still have his logo on there with it says AT. So stupid. Anyway, get into the match. I actually thought this was for a United States Championship match, probably the best United States Championship match I've seen that I can remember. Probably since last time Bobby Lashley was champion. Okay. They actually did really good work. I thought that Theory and Mustafa Ali would have a match like this at Hell in a Cell, where it was near falls and close calls. I thought that these two actually work well together to me, and I and especially coming off of that shit. This, this to me, low, but still there. A pay-per-view worthy match. I thought it played out well, and also the shock value, because I think everybody predicted Theory would win just based off him being Vince's boy. So for Lashley to win, especially with the Hurt Lock and the way he got the Hurt Lock on, and I thought that I said this, Rob, didn't I say it's a Hell in a Cell? This Theory has to work on his storytelling in the ring, and I felt like he did it this time, especially hitting the spear on Lashley. That really sold it. And even after the match, him being so angry, and I should have picked up on that, what you said later on, right after he was out there and they're panning the camera on him. I should have picked up on that, but I didn't. But yeah, Lashley wins. I don't know. I'm not sure how he got bloodied in his mouth, but it was turnbuckle.
Lashley went, you put your hands up. Lashley does shit like this, but he went face first into that turnbuckle hard, and he immediately grabbed his mouth. I'm
okay.
Hurt, and then he's, obviously bleeding from the mouth.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Theory went a little too low when he was trying to rake the eyes, and maybe caught a gum or something. I don't know.
I think it was a turnbuckle.
Okay. You're probably right. But yeah, just barely there. Pay-per-view worth. I thought it was a great match. I didn't expect much from these two. I was entertained. I was. The Blake, you dubbed him badass Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
What do you grade it?
First of all, let me say this before we talk about the match. The crowd was chanting Bobby, Bobby, Bobby for this
whole time. Yep.
So if our brother MJ Book was here, I would never. I would rant for 10 minutes about this if Book was here, just to let him know. I miss him, but just to let him know how much Bobby was over in this match. It was a good match. I don't know if I want to go high TV quality or low pay-per-view worthy. I'll be nice. Why not? Low pay-per-view worthy. It was a good match. Theory's storytelling was good. Bobby's wrestling for 20 years. It was good stuff. Good stuff. I like the blood in Bobby's mouth. I think that added to it, unintentional, of course. And when I saw Theory at the end going like this, I knew it. I'm like, I text you guys in the group chat, I'm like, Theory will be adding some money. Now, what I thought would happen is he would take someone else out. So I'm like, well, Madcap Moss, no one believes you're going to win. We're going to take you out in maybe a backstage attack or something. Then Theory's going to get in. But they just happen to add someone else to it. When I saw that, I'm like, Theory is going to Money in the Bank, and he's going to win Money in the Bank. And I was, we'll see. But this match was good. Worth watching again.
Yeah. Well, I went pay-per-view worthy on this one, and I felt like it was a solid pay-per-view worthy. I didn't think it was low. I thought it was right in there. I thought it started off a little slow, and I don't have big expectations of the bigger guys because they're not going to do the more technical stuff. But I thought these two put on a good match. I mean, I enjoyed it, and at the end of it, I was drawn in and I was caught up. And then when Bobby won clean with the Hurt Lock, I did not see that coming, and the shock value of that raised it up for me because I didn't think they were going to go that way. But I enjoyed it. And then Bobby, his mouth getting busted open, like Inside Man said, I'm sure that was not intentional, but it happened and it added to the drama of the match. I was glad for Bobby because I think he deserved to win. I think he should have won, even though I didn't predict it. I didn't predict it because we all know that Theory is
Vince's boy,
chosen one right now. So that's why I thought he would win, even though I didn't think he should. So I was glad to see Bobby get the win, and I was entertained by the match. So for me, it was pay-per-view worthy, and it was a solid pay-per-view worthy.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this. I said, if you're going to have a part-time champion, you got to elevate those other titles, okay? So you put one on Gunther, And then, okay, who's the U.S. title championship going to be? It can't be. You can't have a rising star elevate a title. Like, that's not going to work. So if you put it on Bobby, that works. Bobby has a reputation. Former 2-time WWE champion, beat Brock Lesnar, beat Roman Reigns. So
Yeah. Yes.
that's legit. And like I said, the crowd was 1,000% behind Bobby.
So here's my question. Why was Gunther not beating up Ricochet on this pay-per-view? Now, you guys know how I feel about the Intercontinental title. They should have did Gunther versus Ricochet part 3 at least. Ricky can bump for Gunther really good, really well. Why is that not on the pay-per-view?
He should have been in a ladder match. Like, if they really wanted to add some spots to it, he should have been in it. After I said that, add him if he ain't gonna win, but you have him for spots.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, man, because it's such a big roster. They've got 2 shows. I mean, on the main roster, you got SmackDown and Raw. It's just hard to get everybody on the show unless we want to, another 4 hour.
The only reason I said that because they had an open spot left, and he wasn't even in the match for that. It's like, that's stupid. And like the people you did have, and we're gonna talk about that when we get to that match. I was like, that's some bad optics right there. But in any event, had the Raw Women's Championship match. Jesus Christ. Carmella versus Bianca Belair. And I know this your girl, Blake, but I said on the prediction show, it was just last year that Bianca ran through Carmella X amount of times. So why in the hell would it be any different this time? And if you took a shot for every single time Corey Graves referred to her as his wife, you'd be dead, okay? Jesus Christ, I can't. I'm so sick of him. This was what it needed to be. I didn't feel like this was not Carmella versus Sasha Banks back when Carmella first came back with that new gimmick. This was not that at all. This was just some. It felt like filler. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great, and the outcome was very, very predictable. It's like the first time she caught her up and on her shoulders, hit the KOD, match over. Yeah, that's what I would expect. So this is a TV quality match. End of story. Rob, go ahead.
Absolutely right, man. This could have been on Raw. This did not have to be on the pay-per-view. I didn't understand why they brought Carmella back after all that time and gave her this spot over. I mean, look, even Doudrop could have put on a better match.
That's what I said. Yeah, I've been more interested. At least somebody.
But to bring Carmella back and then just to give us this, what was the whole point? So yeah, TV quality, because this was something I could have saw on. They could have done this last Monday night.
Yeah.
Oh, this is low TV. No, this is middle of the road. This is middle. Let me tell you something. I'm a Bianca fan, and you guys know I'm a Carmella fan. But this wasn't it. So I'm watching this pay-per-view with my wife, and there was some slop in this match. And I'm watching my wife, Eric, you know my wife, and she's like, ooh, I think they messed up there on one of the spots. I'm like, absolutely they did.
If she caught it, that's bad.
Right. You know it's bad.
She can't stand watching it with me. She'll suffer through it. But I gotta suffer for her love and hip-hop shows. She'll suffer through it, but she caught it. So I caught it. And I'm like, the thing is, why put Carmella in this spot? She has gotten better. It's a disservice to her. She keeps losing to Bianca time after time after time. She lost to her all last summer 2021. Here we are, summer 2022. She's losing again. This is why do this. You could have put, you don't got the Rhea Ripley match. You could have put Doudrop. You could have put Alexa Bliss. You could have put different people in this spot to make it work. There was no reason to put Carmella back here just to lose again. And the match wasn't that good. It was,
And they made sure to remind us every 2 minutes. Yeah, Rhea Ripley was supposed to be in this match, but
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
This wasn't it. Yeah, and it looks like they're going to continue the feud too, which makes it even worse. So
Yeah,
shit,
because
I
of the
hope not.
post match. Yeah,
They gotta move on. I mean, if they do, maybe a rematch on Raw, but they can't carry it through to SummerSlam. We can't see it again at SummerSlam.
I don't see it going through the SummerSlam, but this should have been a one and done. This should
Well,
have
it should have
I
been.
agree.
Like, yeah, when she attacked her after the match, I was like, why? Like, there's no coming back from last year at SummerSlam when they had you they trotted your ass out there to be trumped by Becky Lynch coming out.
Yes.
So what makes you a compelling competitor?
Right. You can't kick someone while they're down and have the fans believe for 1 second she's going to beat Bianca. It ain't fucking happening.
Anyway, yeah, let's move on. Fuck it. All right. After that, we got the show stealer. Woo! Wasn't expecting this.
No.
Oh man. Got the Street Profits. Profits are up, Rob. I don't care what you say. After this, profits are up, even though they lost. But hey, and the Usos going at it. It had a slow build. This was like an old school style type match where they built up to certain things, and I appreciate that. And there was a lot of psychology in this match. If you really paid attention, especially with the Usos, the way they move now, the way they just carry themselves now. It's a lot like Roman. They even did the drive-by.
Yes.
Like, whoa, okay.
Yes, they did.
Man, I gotta say, and normally I talk about Montez, but Angelo Dawkins is a fucking beast now. Like, he lost, you could tell the brother lost weight. He's working on getting in shape. You know, normally he does that corner to corner thing, the splash or whatever, and that's it. He added that insecurity kick, like, oh, dude, you are 6'5" doing that shit and landed clean. And the moonsault on the outside to stick the landing perfect.
Dunk the landing.
He's 6'5". Like, my God. And for perspective, I mean, I know you haven't met the man yet, but that's how tall Doc is. He's 6'5". So imagine, like, it's insane. We know what Montez can do, okay? And that brother has gotten absolutely jacked. I mean, you could just see that they got plans for him, and somebody whispered in his ear, "You just gotta get a little bigger." That's it. And it fits him though. He's not so big that it's like, damn, brother. It's just we can tell that they got plans for you. That, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that. I'm getting off topic here, but I just hope that it's more of a New Day style breakup, and it's not a traditional "I'm jealous of you" yada yada yada. Because as far as I'm concerned, I think Angelo Dawkins could hold his own and be a single star. Because I mean, the way that brother wrestles, and he's got a lot of charisma and personality on his own. He's not like this tag team is not like it's not one sided where one person does all the talking. Like, I think Angelo could hold his own. Any event. Usos do what Usos do in this match. These near falls, I bit on every single one of them because I thought for sure. I picked the Street Profits to win. So those last two near falls, especially when they hit the frog splash, I thought that's gotta be it. That is it. I don't see nobody in sight. Hit that frog splash super high, and then it broke up the count, and I felt literally fell to the floor. I ain't got nothing left. And Usos win with the 1D on Montez Ford. And I was worried because they had hinted, the commentator team had hinted at, being some dissension between the two. I was like, please don't do that now. I don't want to see these two brothers break up. I really don't. Not like that. And the interesting part is the pinfall, Montez's shoulder was actually up, because that's the way I'm sorry, I can never get these two names right. It's one of the Usos rolled him up, pulled the shoulder up with the leg. So that was the controversy. So obviously we're setting this up for SummerSlam, where that's probably where the Street Profits will actually win the match. So as far as the grade goes, this is absolutely positively superb. Best match of the night. No qualms. This was the crowd bid on everything that I bid on, and they got the most reaction. Like nothing was gonna follow this. Period. End of story. This was Fight Forever. This is wrestling. This is tag team wrestling, and this is how you elevate tag team championships. This is how you do it. Blake, go ahead.
This was an instant classic for me.
I knew it.
Man,
Took away. I knew it.
Man, listen, I'm not a big Street Profits guy. Maybe I am now. I mean, shit, I have never seen the Street Profits work like this, and I don't know if they just have a good chemistry with Jimmy and Jay. This was fantastic. This was fantastic. This was a flawless match. I mean, damn, this was good.
Yeah.
I'm watching. I don't want to show my hands. I know I'm doing the show, but I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. This is
I couldn't help it.
Highly impressive. You know, one time I think, which one's married to Naomi? Jimmy hit Montez with an uppercut on the outside apron so hard. I thought he knocked his jaw off. And I bit on every near fall. I thought the Usos I predicted the Usos. I thought the Profits are going to take it. This was a fantastic match. This is the show stealer. I didn't even want to watch this match. I didn't care. I didn't think the build-up was that great. I didn't care. But this match blew me away. I have a newfound respect for the Street Profits I didn't have. This was the match to watch back on this card.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, I agree. I couldn't go instant classic, but I definitely went superb on this one. I predicted the Usos to win, but man, there was a couple of times I thought, damn, the Street Profits are going to pull this off. I mean, that's how
you believe
this match drew me in. I mean, I bit on all of the 2 counts, and like you said, Big E, when Montez hit that frog splash, I'm like, that's it. Nobody gets up from that. We got new champs.
Mm-hmm.
But they broke the count, and you know, a lot was made, and I think justifiably so, of the mystery stipulation that never occurred.
Yeah.
You know what? As it turns out, the match didn't need one. But damn it, if you're telling us there's going to be a stipulation, there should be a stipulation. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened, how that happens, but I'm not going to let that take away from the match, because that obviously came from someone above the Usos and the Street Profits. But this match was just banging all the way through. I was entertained the whole time, and I don't think I caught it in the moment when it happened. The count. I don't know if I caught Montez's shoulder being up.
No, I didn't. Like,
I got you.
I think we've all seen that where the final fall, they hook them so tight that you can tell that, okay, that's it. But you don't really pay attention to the bot. I don't think I caught it either.
So man, look, if they rerun it at SummerSlam, I'm all about it.
Yeah,
I'm all about it. I love this match. Still though, man, I wanted to go instant classic, but I feel good about just saying it was without a doubt superb.
It was definitely superb, and I'm not mad about the instant classic.
I'm not either.
When you talk about tag team, like the tag team wrestling, people that came in as a tag team and stayed a tag team and have been a tag team for a number of years, you only have so many in WWE, and these, you could tell that these 4 got that chemistry, and it's almost, this match was like watching the Usos and New Day. You know,
Yeah.
we've seen that a lot of times, but they never disappoint. So, yeah, this was great. I was like, yeah, man, I feel bad for anything that has to follow this. I thought the main event was next. That's how much I was so like into this. I forgot about the next match, which was Ronda Rousey defending her SmackDown Championship against Natalya. And I went into this match with high hopes because of that promo segment with Natalya dressing up as Ronda. I thought that was great. I thought Ronda's promo, Blake, you talked about this, how they give her something and she just runs through it so fast that I don't even know what you just said, but this promo felt natural and authentic, like it came from Ronda. I was like, okay. And I know that Natalya was very instrumental in training Ronda for WWE. So I'm thinking, okay, this could probably be really good. Problem is, it was in the worst spot of the night. Anytime you get booked right before the main event, it's not a good look. I don't recall any time that the match before the main event ended up being better than the main event or had the crowd participation more than the main event. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I just don't remember it. This, while it had its moments, and there were moments, I'll give it that. I'm not gonna say it was a shit show. It had its moments. It's just, man, it was put on at the worst time. But where's, I mean, I thought about it too. Like, where else would you put this? You wouldn't put it first. You damn sure wouldn't put it first.
No.
I guess you could have put it after Bobby and Theory, but every other match was better than this. So I don't know. I did like that Ronda put the sharpshooter on Natalya and was flexing at the same time. I popped for that. I thought that was cool because her, we've seen a lot of people go for the sharpshooter and absolutely mess it up, like not get it right at all. It looks simple and easy, but apparently it's not. And she had it locked in perfect. The counters when they were going back and forth from the arm bar to the sharpshooter, I thought that was cool too. But that ending was really bad. Like, you could tell the crowd was just not ready for that match to end. And when it did, it was just kind of like the ref was like, we had time. And they had to go home. For that, I gotta give it, I'm gonna go middle of the road. I could give it some bullshit, but I just felt like it wasn't their fault. They were put in a bad spot. And I guess if you tie in the post match with it, you can bring it up a little bit. So I'm gonna say middle of the road. I was hoping that these two would have a better match. Hate seeing Ronda in the worst spot on the card, but it is what it is. Before we go to post match, Rob, what do you think?
Well, the crowd might not have been ready for this match to end, but I was. Because I was disappointed because I thought these two ladies really could have done better. Sometimes the chemistry just isn't there, and maybe that was the case tonight. I did not enjoy this at all, and I'm not going to go some bullshit because, look, they did follow the best match on the card. But I'm going to agree with you, Big E, that it was middle of the road, and it was barely middle of the road. Ladies are better than this. Seriously, man, both of them are better than this.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and tonight it just was not there. No. And I was glad this match ended, and we're going to get to it, but I thought the post-match saved it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't like Ronda, and I think Natalya's boring, and I did not care to watch this match.
Damn.
But I thought it was TV quality. I liked the match more than you guys did. I thought the counters and the transitions that they did were good. was it a little bit of slop there? A little bit it was. But I did not hate the match nearly as much as you guys did. I thought Ronda selling the knee she was trying to sell, I thought that was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. And the ending was terribly anticlimactic. But overall, I did enjoy. I went TV quality on it. Now the post.
I didn't see that coming. Especially after the promo when she was talking about WrestleMania and this and that. I'm gonna let it marinate. I'm gonna celebrate. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it coming. No, but I wasn't mad either. She came out and I was like, but I had the fear. I was like, oh God, you're gonna cash in on Ronda.
Right.
Ronda don't lose that often. So I was like, And when she got her ankle lock, I was like, oh shit. Okay, well, they're gonna squash old Liv and push her right back down the card. But no. She went for the knee, got the roll up in the win. And for anybody out there that's thinking that they somehow have brought Ronda's stock down or this was bullshit because she beat Ronda, let's not forget Carmella beat Charlotte the same way. Okay. Yep. And didn't lose anything. Edge cashed in on John Cena. John Cena also won the Money in the Bank contract and lost.
Yes.
So let's
let's
all calm down for all y'all out there thinking that somebody that Ronda lost. She didn't lose a damn thing other than her title. That's all she lost. Okay.
I don't think people care Ronda lost. Did you hear the pop when Liv won?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying that there's gonna be people that there's always gonna be naysayers that say, well, you brought Ronda down by having her lose so quick, because the way they booked her before. Yeah. But I said that to say Charlotte, Cena, literally everybody's ever got cashed in on. It's always been that way.
I got you. Here's what I will say. I think this sets up Ronda to be a heel, which I think she'll make a better heel. I think her trying to be a face is just forced. I don't think she's just good at being a heel. I don't know what it is. She just doesn't come across well as a face. I think that this is a chance for her to turn heel. I think it'll be better for Ronda. And I'm hoping that's the way they go. I'm hoping we see a rematch at SummerSlam, and I'm hoping the whole build up to it, I'm hoping Ronda is full heel. I think it's better for her.
I don't know if they're going to turn her heel because, she hugged her on the way out. So that's not a heel shit. So,
well, but we got 4 weeks.
You got time to do it. And I agree with you. She's not a babyface. Like everything about her, even when she first came to WWE, she should have been a heel. She should have been talking shit from day one. I'm Ronda Rousey. I'm the baddest woman on the planet. I'm the very first woman inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame. You can't tell me shit. That's how she should have came in instead of being, smiling, happy to be there. Now, once she got jaded, especially after she got jaded after had that first run, and now she knows how fickle the fans are. She definitely should have come back as a heel. And I thought she did come back as a heel at the Rumble because she was dressed in black.
Right.
Just had badass on her shirt. And I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you. She should be a heel. And even her first run, when it ended, she was a heel and it fit. It worked. I don't know.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Liv. I'm happy for you. I know I'm
happy for Liv too.
As a show, happy for her. And this was a moment where it was appropriate to cry.
Right. Yeah. I just got a little tired of the crying. I just thought that kind of wasn't a good look. But I did say that I thought she would win. Now, I did not think she would cash in tonight. But I'm glad she cashed in on Ronda as opposed to Bianca. So, and look, I'm curious to see if they'll give her a good run as champ.
Yep. Now, before we go to the main event, we got to talk about. I only caught the tail end of this promo package but I was very intrigued. Reminded me of somebody who used to be in WWE a couple years ago, Or I thought of maybe could be Edge. On his comeback on Retribution, I don't know, but I don't know if that's big enough to have to me for the Judgment Day thing. I think that's more of an Edge sneaking up on them after a match or before a show and just kind of or doing what Edge used to do. Edge used to be the cameraman or the dude with the motorcycle, something like that. I can see Edge doing that, coming back and sneaking up on them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I hope and pray that it is Bray. I really do. I miss seeing Bray Wyatt on TV, and I don't care if it's the original Bray Wyatt. I'm all for it. If it's the Fiend, I'm all for it. I know Rob doesn't feel the same way, but I'm all for whatever incarnation Bray Wyatt wants to come back as. I'm all for it. I'm there, 1,000%. My concern is the booking, as it always has been. Is the booking? You gotta give that man wins. Wins matter, no matter what WWE thinks. Outside of those two names, I have no clue who it could be. So I'm gonna throw to y'all and give y'all. What do you think, Rob? What do you think?
When I saw the little vignette, whatever you want to call it, I immediately thought of the Fiend because it looked like it had like a kind of a darkness to it, something we would see from him or Bray. That character, whether it's the Fiend or Bray, just either incarnation, it looked like something that would fit him. Maybe it's somebody completely new, but yeah, for me, when I saw it, the first person that came to my mind was Bray Wyatt.
Ditto. The first thing I thought was Bray Wyatt when I saw that. I'm like, and hopefully Bray comes back. I don't see him fitting in AEW, maybe Impact, but the viewership is so small on a weekly basis for Impact. I think but who knows? I mean, the internet's saying an Edge right now, but you don't really need this big type vignettes and thing to bring Edge back. You just have him show up and fight Finn Balor. But I hope it's Bray.
And would you need it to be that dark to be Edge? I mean, he's going to be coming back as a face, I would assume. Would that vignette fit a face?
No.
Well, if it's the Brood, yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
That's all. I mean, it was a lot of red.
Yeah, but the Brood, they weren't faces though. The Brood.
No, but it's kind of the Triple H effect. Once you're a heel for so long, people just kind of naturally start to like you.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out within the next 4 weeks because whoever it is,
it's probably
going to be on the SummerSlam card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. It builds intrigue. They didn't beat us over the head with it. They showed it. They left it there. They moved on. They should do more of that. Keep me wondering. That was the best part of the 90s wrestling. They always left you with a cliffhanger because you wanted so you could come back next week.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with promoting what's going to be on your show. So I don't want people to think that's what I'm saying. That your regular matches, you should promote those. But the main event stuff, leave me on a cliffhanger. Let me think, well, dang shit, what happened?
Right.
What's going to happen to so and so? That was the best part, and that's just that art is gone. And I thought that was going to be something AEW would pick up on, but all they do is let's have a match and let's have a run in right after. Let's have a match. Let's have a run in right after. Every fucking match they have a run in, and it's getting old. They want to get on WWE for having DQ matches. Well, y'all have people run in every match. I forgot what the match was because I'm so focused on who ran in.
and they bleed every single match.
Oh my God. We were talking about that. We did Blood and Guts. Like, you just had John Moxley busted open. Now you're gonna bust it open again.
And a lot of times, I don't even know why dudes are bleeding. I mean, they take a body slam, they roll out of the ring, they come back in the ring, and they're bleeding.
Like bleeding.
Yeah.
And the one
no
guy,
damn reason.
I don't know what his name was, but that dude was bleeding like Ric Flair. His whole face was fucking covered in blood.
Yeah.
My God. What? It fit the
Mask.
bill. It fit the bill. I'll give it that. But it was just like, I don't know the why, and I need to know.
Right.
Okay. Main event time. And as we hinted at earlier, the good brother, the inside man, hinted at this as well. And I blame him. He put that out there in the universe. So it happened.
I'm telling you, man, the inside man's he's holding out on us, man. He knows someone in WWE. He knows somebody.
He knows somebody.
He called it.
Well, when I tell you, I was putting the boys to bed and I came back because they had a little commercial break in between matches, and I saw Adam Pearce come out, and I about dropped to my knees. I was like, "Oh, are you serious?" He hadn't even said it yet, but I know what's coming.
Right. You knew.
And it's just like, really?
I was just hoping it was going to be somebody else, even though I knew who it was going to be.
And even I'll say this: we're talking about Theory. Theory, who lost to Bobby Lashley earlier in the night, he got put in this match along with Riddle, Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. Is that everybody? Oh, and Omos. Who can forget his big ass? Yeah, it was just like, really? Y'all gonna telegraph it that hard? Okay. Yes. Credit though, during the match, there was points where I really thought that it was gonna be Riddle because they did a good job. And there was points where I thought it was gonna be Seth Rollins because they did a good job. I thought still there was star power lacking in this match. Not to say that Sheamus isn't established, not to say that Drew is not established. But what the hell have y'all been doing with Drew and Sheamus the last 6 months to a year? Nothing. Last I recall, Drew McIntyre wrestled what's his name? Happy Corbin at WrestleMania. Oh.
Yuck.
And when I look back at Sheamus, what happened? You were supposed to be on night 1. We couldn't fit you on night 1. That's right. And we had to squeeze y'all asses on night 2.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you got dude named Madcap coming out with the Stone Cold Steve Austin trunks and boots on. And man, this okay. That's the negative I have for this. There wasn't really a lot of spots in this though. Like nobody went through a ladder. Nothing crazy happened. There was a lack of athleticism in this match. Like if we go back, I know we covered this match. We talked about the match that had the Money in the Bank ladder match that had Andrade and Finn Balor, and those two took a fucking beating, a beat down in that match. It was insane. This the biggest spot in the match, and it's appropriate. You got Omos, 7 foot tall dude, and I don't care how many guys you got. It's impressive. Oh, okay. On one hand, it's impressive. They picked this 7'3" guy up and throw him to the table. On the other hand, y'all got 6 white dudes throwing a black dude through the table.
Optic.
Just saying, yeah, optics. And then, like I said, man, it just felt it was almost as if they might as well have had Brock Lesnar come out and win the damn briefcase because it felt the same way. Like you just told us ahead of time this time that who was going to win instead of crushing our spirits at the end and having Austin Theory win. That being said, I still do think it was a pay-per-view worthy match. It was entertaining. I liked the players in the match, but it was just like I just felt like you didn't really utilize Seth Rollins as much as you could have. He didn't do anything memorable other than round the troops to throw Omos's big black ass through the table. I actually thought Omos looked pretty good in there. He didn't have to do too much, but I think he just gets better every time he goes out there. He's more confident. His look is getting better. He didn't mess anything up like you would think a big guy like that would. Yeah, I thought he sold the hell of that table spot. And selling, they say selling is the hardest part to learn when you become a wrestler. And he's got that. At least he did the night he had it. Theory winning. And here was my thing why I picked Riddle. I could have easily believed that if Riddle won, he could have gone on to SummerSlam and beat whoever won that last man standing match and been the unified champion, and I would have bought it. But not Theory.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, especially, there's like Rob said. I could have bought Riddle. I could have bought Seth Rollins. Nobody else. So I still get pay-per-view worthy because of the match, but I am concerned with this briefcase choice. Rob, go ahead.
Well, I was looking forward to this match. Like you said, there was a lack of star power. I thought people like Sheamus, they could have picked better opponents to be in there. Like you said, Ricochet could have been in there. We know he's not going to win, but he'll do something amazing,
right?
Which would have added to the match. Now, when Adam Pearce comes out and says they're going to add somebody, you know, man, I'm just kind of like, oh shit, okay, here we go. And then when he names Theory, well, then I automatically know who's winning this match. So I'm not invested. I've lost interest. I'm out. And then, like you said, there weren't very many good spots in this match. Now, I did enjoy Riddle did a nice floating bro from the ladder.
Oh, yeah, the floating bro was good too. Yeah.
That was probably, for me, the high point of the match. I did also enjoy the table spot where they put Omos through the table, tried to bury the brother with them ladders, and I thought Omos looked good. I mean, I'm curious to see. I'm going to make mine short because I want to hear what the inside man is about Omos, because I know he's not a fan.
Right.
I thought he did okay in this match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I was not invested. I knew how it was going to turn out. I went TV quality, and I think I'm being kind, because when you telegraph the move like that, when you bring Theory back out, everyone in that arena knew who was going to win this match. And I agree that it was a better move than just having him come running out at the end of the match and winning when he didn't even compete in the match. At least they announced he's going to be in the match. But when you do that, you might as well have just told me he was going to win it, because I already assumed that anyway. So
it's more so we're going to cushion the blow.
Yeah. So that took away from it for me. So I'm going to go TV quality.
I ain't mad at you. I mean, I'm mad at them. But go ahead, Blake, because we want to know. You know, we want to know what you're thinking.
Well, I text you guys, and when Theory lost that U.S. championship, I said to myself, why would that happen? I knew he was going to somehow be in that match. I thought he would beat up Madcap Moss in the back and take his spot. But once Adam Pearce came out, I'm like, okay, well, common sense says Theory's going to win this thing. And that's what happened. I have been very critical of Omos on this show.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't sit here and lie. I'm objective. He did well in this match. I mean, he was whooping ass left, right, and center in the beginning of this match. He did his thing. He was where he needed to be. He hit his spot. I can't say nothing negative. I want to, but I can't.
You should want to.
I can't say nothing negative about Omos and his job.
Fair. That's fair.
Seth wasn't in it that much.
No,
Riddle,
he was underutilized.
Riddle hit that monster RKO on Seth. Oh, that looked painful.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
Riddle was great in this match.
Riddle did his job. Riddle worked his ass off in this match. Madcap Moss, I think he worked. Mm-hmm. I thought, okay, so if Theory doesn't win, maybe there's a chance Sami Zayn wins, and it's actually, I thought maybe Sami Zayn could win just to see what they would do with the story.
That would have been more interesting than what we got.
But you know what? But I'm a Theory fan. I think he has it. I think that kid has it. I do. I think he has it.
He's not ready for that spot. Montez Ford winning this briefcase would have made more sense.
I'm with the inside man on this one. I like what they're doing with Theory, but I didn't like the way it played out because it made it all predictable. Now, if he cashes in and wins the Undisputed Championship, then I'm going to say, whoa, wait a minute. That's way too far.
Exactly. But what it has to go.
But we talk about building new stars.
Yeah.
When you're building new stars, they can't all be faces. Obviously, Vince believes in this kid, and I'm buying into him as a heel. I'm not buying into him as no world champion.
Right.
But winning the briefcase, even though I thought Riddle should have won it, you can argue that Riddle doesn't need it. You can argue that Seth doesn't need it. You can argue that Theory does need it. That after losing to Bobby Clean, that this is still a way to keep him relevant. So I can see that point.
But you have to look at the optics here. And I'm not saying this is what they're planning. This is what I have in my head. SummerSlam, Brock Roman, last man standing. It's like perfectly laid out for a Money in the Bank winner to come down after the match and just cover a guy. Because 10, you were down for 10. You're probably dead ass tired. You're probably not going to kick out at 3. Okay. I just cannot buy Theory being the ambassador for the WWE because that's what he's going to be now. He's got both titles. He's got to go on and do all this media. Like it's more than just, it's like you don't fit that. Not saying that Riddle is the epitome of something for kids to look up to either.
But neither is Montez.
But he has at least put in the work. And like I was just saying, he did the work in the match to me more than anybody. And it's just like, that works. And he did the leg work in NXT. He did the leg work being paired with Randy Orton. And that got over, which got him over. So I just feel like, regardless of how I felt about him in the past and the comments he's made about all these other wrestlers, the guy did his job and showed up week after week after week after week. It was on every pay-per-view.
Both shows.
Both shows. Last I checked, he hasn't missed a show. And outside of what he tweets and stuff, I mean, I don't hear about the guy being a drama queen or being late to work. So, I mean,
I agree with you.
Being objective of a guy I don't really care about, but at the same time, I see when you put in the work in.
Well, I agree with you. I picked Riddle to win.
Yeah.
I thought of all the guys in there, it would have been most appropriate for him to win. But I see what they're trying to do with Theory. But like I said, I'm not on board with him being the next undisputed champ. That to me goes too far. But having the briefcase, that allows him to walk around being an asshole for the next year at the most. And I think that's a good spot for him. But no, cashing in at SummerSlam. Look, we'll see if he doesn't cash in at SummerSlam. Mania, maybe by then I can buy it, depending on, how it plays out. But at SummerSlam, no, man, way too soon.
I guess I'm just so wrapped up in why they did the last man standing stipulation was because of this.
Right.
And
I think they did it because they have to somehow make this matchup between Brock and Roman more interesting. We've seen it so many times. So they made the point tonight that, hey, it's the last time. It's the last man standing. So I think that's why, to me, I could be wrong, but to me, that's why is they're trying to make this matchup more interesting because they know that the fans are like, oh, come on, not this bullshit again. We've seen it too many times.
Yeah. That could be true too. But yeah, I guess that's just where my mind was working. You want to move real up, and I would buy it. Him winning that way, I would buy it. And yeah, I don't know. Overall, the show was entertaining, but I thought it left a lot to be desired at the same time. Obviously, we've seen better Money in the Bank pay-per-views, and to answer the question that we posed on the prediction show, this is not a big pay-per-view in my own estimation. You got the big four, you got Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and Survivor Series. They want this to be a big five, they got to do better. It's just not quite there. Is it one of the ones that throughout the calendar year I look more forward to? Yes. But considering it like the big four or five, no. Definitely not. Not when especially the poll reflects everything we predicted. No. But we are interested in hearing what you all think. Besides the poll that was put up that like I said, went 100% with our predictions. What did you all think of the show? Let us know in the comment section below. Comment on the podcast pages, whether Apple Music or Amazon, iHeartRadio, Podbean. Let us know. And we appreciate y'all for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the live stream, hit us up on all the social medias except Facebook. I've given up Facebook. Instagram at Third Generation Wrestling Podcast, Twitter podcast_third. You can email us at thirdgenwrestling@gmail.com and hit us up on TikTok. We are now on TikTok, officially there. Third Generation Wrestling Pod. A lot of y'all liking the reaction videos as well. This one we did that's getting a lot. I mean, the numbers are just jumping up, and I appreciate it. We really do. I didn't expect that at all. The Sanford and Son reaction video is it's over 12,000 views, and it's just insane. I put that video up 2 days ago. Said 12,000 and like an insane amount of likes and like 20 comments. I wasn't expecting that. I guess for regular TikTokers that might be a thing, but just wasn't expecting that, I guess. Also check out, we got the Obi-Wan Kenobi part 2 review, episodes 4, 5, and 6. We got our Blood and Guts review up as well. And coming up, I'm trying to squeeze in another movie review before SummerSlam. So that's my goal. And obviously we'll put out another, trying to laugh. We'll put out a couple of those in between, like once a week, like we always do. Yeah, that's what we got. Blake, I know you're a Star Wars guy. Have you checked out Obi-Wan Kenobi?
So I'm watching Stranger Things with the wife, so I gotta finish it with her. I got an episode and a half of the Ozarks I gotta finish. Once I finish that, I'm starting Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's why I watched the reviews, because I know some spoilers, but I need to see everything for myself.
Oh yeah, you definitely do.
I heard it's fantastic.
It is. There's only like one episode that will say is meh. But everything else is brilliant to me.
There you go. Everyone says it's good. So
I agree. I don't want to say too much because you haven't
I
seen
won't say anything else other than that.
I do give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, definitely. Highly recommend it.
Because here I watch all the Mandalorian, so I gotta watch it. It's just a matter of finishing other stuff, and that's it.
Yeah. Now I don't want to keep going on and on, but I have never watched Stranger Things, and I'm a kid of the '80s. I was a teenager in the '80s. Is that a good show?
You would like it.
Stranger Things is good.
It is. It's really good. I actually started watching them again because it's been so long since the last season. I said I was going to watch them all and then watch the new season because I heard the new season is the best one so far. But
we're only like 3 episodes. It's good. I don't know if it's the best one so far, but it's good.
Yeah.
I have to give it a try.
Stranger Things is good.
It's good. Especially if you like horror. You like the 80s and you like horror. I mean,
man, I love horror and the 80s. Like I said, man, that's my stuff. I was a teenager in the 80s. I was born in '66, so 80s. That's right, my wheelhouse as far as my fun years, high school years.
You'll dig it. Trust me, you will.
Okay.
You'll be 5 episodes in. God, now I'm hooked.
You'll love it.
Oh yeah. You'll see how Millie Bobby Brown got her fame. I can't get over that's that woman's name, but
11.
Yeah, but all right, everybody, take care, and most of all, especially this weekend, please. I know I'm stealing your thunder. Be safe out there. But go ahead, Rob.
Oh well, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We always say that, and give us show ideas. Let us know your opinions. You always hear our opinions on every show. I want to hear some of y'all's opinions. What y'all think of the matches? What you think of the show? Let us know.
Right on.
Tell your friends. Thank you.
Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Like I said, be safe this weekend. It's 4th of July weekend. Good brothers are going to be out there protecting the streets. We appreciate you. And thanks for coming on tonight. As always.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you. And to everyone else, take care. Enjoy your 4th. And catch y'all next time. Peace.